KISW.
Bob, we have a call.
That's awesome.
How about that? Let's go to Cole in Edmonds. Cole, you are on the rock.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Cole.
I have a quick question. While you're on Full House,
Yes, sir.
did you ever tell off John Stamos for any reason?
Yeah, I got into him a little bit because he was a teen idol and I was an acerbic comedian with my own little major package. And I went, hey, I'm just as important as you are. And we've become very, very close. But for a couple minutes there, he was in a tank top and a little hat with Uncle Jesse and the Ripper's hat. I was wearing a cardigan sweater and I had a bouffant hairdo. And I felt competitive. But he's a really, really good friend. But there were a couple moments just because, 8 years in a house that can't even possibly exist with 3 guys raising 3 girls in San Francisco. It's not even possible. So reality bites sometimes.
Yeah.
I hope I answered it. Yeah, we got at it a little bit, but nothing serious. I mean, he was always on top.
That's awesome. Thanks for the call, Cole. We appreciate it. That's awesome.
We have a text message also at 77999. It says, Bob, I'm currently doing a job directly across the street from the moor. This morning there was a bum swap meet going on in our loading dock alley. If you got some 40s, you can apparently get a decent-sized rock. Stock up, rock on, John and Monroe.
That's awesome because I think it's real nice if you have a bum swap meet because it's nice to swap them out. It's like collecting baseball cards.
That's right.
I've already got a Jimmy the indigent. Would you switch me for David the Drifter? Absolutely. And then we just it rubs the lotion on its skin and does what it's told. So I actually am going to probably film something around there because a little pre-shoot because I don't mean to say that. That sounds terrible.
That does sound bad.
That was John Stamos' problem. But wow. But it'll be nice. But it is an interesting part of town.
A nice text message that just came in for you, Bob. It says, yo, Bob, you're ma first. Never been to stand-up. LOL, I'm going to be loaded with the Northwest finest herb. Blunts all day. Ragu from Mount Vernon.
That is why I'm shooting my special here. And I say to that Ragu, I will do my best to keep your stone state pleasant.
Oh.
I mean, you don't want to have someone go through a bad moment of being mellow, so they'll smoke up, they'll get there, and then I'll be blunt with them because that's what they have.
Right.
It's so true because
who's holding the mayor? I mean, everyone here has.
Yeah, that's not that we want to cast aspersions, but I wouldn't be surprised if high-ranking officials are holding.
Well, they have to be. How is he going to get it across the border? Where do they get it here? They just grow it here, right?
We have some fine hydroponic facilities that I don't know about.
There's a couple closets in the Northwest that are growing it.
I did a couple shows up here for the A&E show that I had. I did one. We looked for Bigfoot with those guys, those fun guys.
Yeah, the Bigfoot hunters.
Yeah, and I went with them. We had them on the show, and we looked for Bigfoot, and we couldn't find him. And we thought we heard him, but I think the reason that you can't find him is, there's a lot of pressure if you have big feet and big hands. That you are large everywhere, and my point is I think Bigfoot has a small unit, and so I think he's hiding. No one can find him because he's ashamed, and he's naked. He's got hair, but you can still tell if anything's happening.
Yeah.
So Bigfoot, small package. That's what I'm saying.
Every way he's been portrayed on television, they never really show that he's toting anything. So you may be onto something.
Harry and the Hendersons. He's in the back seat of that VW the whole time. You never see anything below the dash.
Yeah.
That's in the director's cut, right?
It is. Yeah. And actually, Dan, if you look at the bottom of his feet, they're covered in horsey sauce. Because he is horse-like.
Yes.
And there is drippage.
Yeah, that's in the director's uncut.
I think he was not cut because he's no religious group. And,
exactly.
And when a Bigfoot is born, I don't think they snip it. They don't. Bigfoot's coming out on the radio here saying, I think they are not circumcised. I'm guessing.
And this is only because, but look, you've been with professionals.
I've been with the guys that look for these guys.
So you know.
It can happen accidentally. Say a random coyote just goes berserk and leaps in the air and lands on the crotch of a Bigfoot. It's possible that they could, but it wouldn't be done by a doctor. It wouldn't be done authorized. It would be a bad circumcision.
Yeah.
And you don't want that, no matter what kind of animal you are.
But you're rugged, though.
You are rugged, and
it's a rugged look.
Yeah, and once that thing is gone, you just throw it, and probably sticks to a sapling. You just wing that thing like a ninja star.
We're getting a lot of text messages. A lot of people are saying the same thing, and they're asking about other cast members from Full House. Like one person says, Bob Saget, How is Kimmy Gibbler these days?
She's good. She's raising my 4th child with her.
That's so nice, by the way.
Yeah,
Because you never hear these stories where it works out.
A lot of cats don't talk to each other. We do. She actually comes to my shows. She comes to my stand-up shows, Andrea Barber, and she tells me to, F off. I can say that, right?
Yeah,
she says that from the audience. And I see literally every cast member, Ashley and Mary Kate, I do a benefit every year for scleroderma because I lost a sister to this crazy disease. And they come to it every year and donate their time and money. And Stamos is doing a play on Broadway. I've talked to him much too much this week. He's very, very fruity happy.
I was very surprised he wasn't out. I was very surprised that Stamos wasn't out on the 50th anniversary tour with the Beach Boys because, I know he loves them and worked with them.
He did do it. I saw him at the Beacon Theater in New
so he
York
did do
with
some.
He did some of it, and then he just started this play with James Earl Jones and John Larroquette and Kristen Davis on Broadway.
Where are the he couldn't get real people?
Couldn't get names, right?
Yeah.
And it's called The Best Man, and he's doing that. And Dave Coulier, I'm trying to think what Dave's touring right now, doing stand-up.
All right, I'm going to ask. I know it always asks, but we got to end it here because people do always ask. So, Dave Coulier, this Alanis Morissette thing, is there any truth to that ridiculousness?
Actually, I guess I'm allowed to talk about it. They're friends. They still keep in contact over the years. They did date a little bit. Like we were doing this show, this family sitcom for 14-year-old girls, and here came this girl that had this song, I want you to know, that.
Yeah, that's the one.
Jagged Little Pill, which is what Bigfoot has after a coyote. It works on his, Johnny Carson, the great Johnny Carson, used to do Frontier Circumcision was a reference, so that's kind of what I'm describing. But she did say a couple of those lyrics to him, but I think the song is about 3 different people that she dated, and she combined it into one song.
So there were 3 guys in the house. Are you saying
none of us?
Oh, the 3 dads.
I had thought about that.
No, and it wasn't Greg Evigan and Paul Reiser either. No, there was no cross pollinating. Steve Gutenberg didn't go near her, but it was really. I think she said, "I'm sorry to call you during dinner." I think that was and
that was his part of it.
That's a lyric in the song. Yeah, that's part of it. She had nothing to do with him in a theater. I know that was in there, and that was.
See, I would want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy that just gets called during dinner. Don't you want to be the guy in the theater?
Maybe, but not the way theaters are going in today's news day.
I thought about that.
We're not. Yeah, let's just keep that on the hush.
Yeah, jeez.
I don't go to theaters to see. I mean, I want to see this new. I want to see the new Batman movie. I think
we saw it. It was fun. It was great.
Is it great?
It's awesome.
Yeah, I
loved it.
liked it a lot. One of our buddies that was with us, who's a big Batman fan, said it's the best trilogy ever in his mind. What this movie has done for the rest of the movies.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and it's the last one for sure.
It's the last one that will be like this, is what Christopher Nolan has said. But you can never trust anybody because Christopher Nolan has also said that, well, maybe I'll have some hand in it if they want me to do another one. But he's been on record to say that this is the last one I'm doing. Christian Bale said this is the last one I'm doing. But, you never say never.
I would believe Christian Bale. Although, most Batmans don't come back. George Clooney didn't come back. Michael Keaton didn't come back.
Yeah.
But if Christian Bale says he's not coming back, I mean, he'll punch you right in the face if you disagree with him.
Pretty aggro, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good Batman because he probably lives like that.
He probably does. Have you ever been to his cave? Has he got the cave and everything?
No, I've never been to his home or his cave.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the Bat Cave. It just sounds wrong, doesn't it?
With the horsey sauce?
I dated this girl and she likes it in the Bat Cave. What you don't want is a bat to fly out. Oh, God,
no.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. Or just Alfred standing next to her with a silver tray and asking you if you want any Grey Poupon. That doesn't sound good either.
No.
You're getting older if Grey Poupon is not mustard.
Yeah. All right, listen, Bob. I know
52 Shades of Grey Poupon.
I know. Wow. I know we got to get you out of here, and I know you got a ridiculous schedule, and we so appreciate you getting up this early and coming in and being on the show.
Well, you're so gracious, and you've always been on the phone, and I'll come in more. I mean, I'll just come up here randomly. I don't even know him. I mean, I don't think did we ever speak before? Just today, so that's good.
I don't even know him.
But you've always, I feel like you know somebody even though you don't because we've had good phone.
You're absolutely right.
Hi, BJ. What are you wearing?
Yeah, exactly.
Headsets. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Can you get rid of the sets?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Here's some horsey sauce.
And thanks for the view. It's really good to be back in Cairo again.
I know.
The BJ Shea Morning Experience on 99.9 KISW.